All right, everybody, come on in. Happy Friday. Yay. We're getting ready to go live on TikTok. But as always, I like to come on here with you all first and just remind you on Fridays, I have a show on TikTok on Food Talk TV. So I'm not ignoring you. If you see me looking at this camera over here, if you want to engage, then come on over to TikTok and go to the Food Talk TV channel. But I always let you all see behind the scenes. We're going to be making some banana bread today. I am a cooker, not a baker, so I'm a little bit nervous, but we'll do some other things too. We'll have some fun. So let me get my uniform on. And again, if we have any moderators, if people are wondering why I'm ignoring you, I'm not ignoring you. Once we end the stream, then I'll come back here and we'll answer whatever questions you have. All right, so let me get started. All right, let's get the struggle apron on. Jurgen is here. Hello, sir. Hope you're feeling better. I saw that you were recovering. I hope you're doing well. Let me know if you need anything. We definitely want to take care of our community. Y'all, I'm just trying to get this apron going. All right. Because remember last time I ripped it up. It's got to go like through the arms and through the head. Oh my gosh. I am not a mechanical person. All right, like this, and like this. Oh boy. All right, I think we got it. Why does it feel strange? Hope everybody's doing well. All right. I don't think I did this right. You know what? It is what it is. One of these days I'll have this stuff all sorted out and ready. Hope everybody's doing well. Hello, Femi. Oh, Jurgen, I'm glad you're doing well. All right, so let's straighten this up. We're good. All right, let's get it started. It's going to be like an infomercial. You'll hear me repeating myself a lot. All right, everybody, come on in. Happy Friday. Welcome to Foodie Fridays with Maggie. I'm Maggie, the substitute teacher, and this is Food Talk TV. Let's make sure that I can see and you all can read. Okay. TikTok always starts mirrored. All right, everybody, come on in. Make sure you tap and share. Come on in, everybody. Hello, Francis. Hello, Gypsy. All right, welcome to Foodie Fridays with Maggie. I'm Maggie, the substitute teacher. Today we're going to be making a Hawaiian banana bread because my mom came by and she brought this. So let me know, what do you all do when you have all of these overripe bananas? We're going to make banana bread. We're going to make banana muffins. And I think while they're cooking, we'll even make some banana pancakes. All right. Come on in. Thank you so much for the badges, Frenny. I appreciate that so much. We have 3 likes. Let's see if we can get to double digits. If you all would tap the screen, the recipe that you're going to see today is going to be up on foodtalktv.com if it's not there already. And make sure you tune in next week. Saturday, I think it's February 17th. I'm actually going to be in Dallas. Food Talk is bringing me out for Grub Match. It's going to be live. I believe it's 6 p.m. I don't know if that's Central or Eastern, but make sure you have your notifications on. All right. Thank you, Wanda, for the badges. Thank you, Donna. Thank you, Debbie. We're up to 64 likes. Let's see if we can get to triple digits. Let's see if we can get to 100. I'm going to clean off the counter and wipe my hand, wash my hands. And then I have a recipe that I'm going to follow, and I'll give you all. Oh gosh, they're already like literally coming apart. Let me know, what do you do with bananas when you have them overripe? You can peel them and freeze them for smoothies. You can do so many things. So many things. We don't want to waste food. Ingredients are expensive. And I like having fresh fruit out, but let's face it, sometimes you don't get to it before it can get to you. All right. So we are going to peel and mash our bananas. And Marcus is working. He drove my car for the first time, got his driver's test. So when he comes home from work, you all know we have 2 teenage boys. I asked him, I said, Marcus, do you eat banana bread? He was like, what kind of question is that? Do I eat banana bread? Thank you all so much. We're at 222 likes. Let's see if we can get up to 250. And this banana bread recipe, was gifted to me. I'm an Airbnb host, and I had a lovely couple stay with me, and their wife brought me banana bread, and I loved it. It was so sweet and so moist, and it was Hawaiian banana bread because it includes canned pineapple or crushed pineapple. So I'm going to make it for the first time for you all. Thank you, Birdie, for the badges. We're at 470 likes. Let's see if we can get to 500. All right, let me clean my hands. So sit back and relax, take your time. This banana bread is supposed to bake for an hour. I've actually emptied the oven. We're going to use the oven proper today. So I'm going to get 2 bowls. We're going to go through our dry ingredients and our wet ingredients. So for this recipe, you need an oven. You need all the ingredients. You need a couple big bowls and a spatula. All right, so let's go ahead and grab that. And we'll see what all we can make. You can customize banana bread however you like. So many different recipes. I'm sure it's delicious. All right, so we'll use the big one for the dry and the medium one for the wet. Oh, we're at 850 likes. Let's see if we can get up to 1,000. All right, thank you all so much for tapping and sharing. Welcome to Foodie Fridays. I'm Maggie, the substitute teacher. I'm with you all Fridays at 5 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Central, except for next week. I'll be in Dallas with the rest of the team. But Food Talk TV has different cooking content live every day of the week, and you can always find somebody who's making something delicious. All right, so let's see. Let's go ahead and start with, I'll start with the wet because I want to start with the banana. So the recipe calls for 2 cups of ripe banana mashed. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get another bowl, and I'm just going to peel all of the bananas. No banana left behind. So again, y'all, my mom said, Maggie, I've got some overripe bananas. Do you want them? So that's what we're going to peel, and I'm going to put them in the bowl, and we're going to mash them all up. So we have 3, 6. We have 6 bananas. I don't know how much gives us a cup, so I would assume a little bit more than 1, but it depends on how big your bananas are, and the riper, the better. All right. Ruth says your first time here. Oh, welcome. So yes, thank you all so much for being here. And banana bread is one of those comfort foods. If you had a mom that was a baker or a grandma, my mom is a retired home economics teacher, and she cooked and baked all the time. I'm a little intimidated with baking because you have to be precise with baking. And if you have seen my cooking class, you know I am not a professional, but we have fun here. So yeah, banana bread, you can have it for breakfast. You could have it as dessert. You know, my favorite, if you all are pastry lovers like me, let us know what your favorite pastry is. My mom used to make this coffee cake, which had like this cinnamon crumble, crunchy stuff on top. That was my favorite. Of course, banana bread is good. Let's stop here. I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of them, but I think just by eyeballing it, this has got to be 2 cups. So let's go with the 3 medium-sized bananas. And let me get let me clean my hands. Should have got the masher out. Do I have a potato masher? I thought I did. You know what? They're ripe enough. I'm just going to use the spatula. Oh, here it is. Okay. So I'm just going to use the potato masher. I know y'all love coffee cake too. And we're just going to get in here. And again, the riper, the better. So again, 1 use for them. You can peel them and freeze them. Marcus likes smoothies. Can you use large bananas? You can use whatever banana you have. This recipe calls for 2 cups, all right? So I want to go ahead and start with the bananas. So I had 3 like medium-sized bananas, and then I'm going to scoop these into a measuring cup and see if we can get 2 cups. Thank you all so much. We're at 1,200 likes. Let's see if we can get to 1,500. Welcome to Foodie Fridays with Maggie. I'm Maggie, the substitute teacher, and we are making banana bread today. So many different things you can do with this puree. If you're a mom of a little one, you can make your own baby food. You don't have to buy it, all right? My mom taught me how to do that. You can peel your own apples and boil them in water and puree and make your own homemade applesauce without any extra ingredients. Of course, if you're on the road and you want to take the jar, that's fine, but save money. If you have more time than money, make your own instant baby food, all right? This gets your little ones used to the flavor before they have the teeth to chew. All right, so we're gonna use this bowl for our wet. Oh, sorry, that's loud. And we need 2 cups of mashed bananas. So let's go ahead and start with that. So we have our 1 cup measure here. So I'm just going to kind of shake off the excess. So that's 1. And this recipe makes 2 loaves, or I think she said 5 mini loaves. Have I ever made this before? No. Has that ever stopped us? No. All right, looks like we're gonna need some more. I'm gonna mash up 1 more because we've got not a full cup. All right, so let's go in. You've used 4 large bananas. I think you're right. Okay, perfect. Thank you, Dawn, for the badges. Welcome in, everybody. This is Foodie Fridays with Maggie. I'm Maggie, the substitute teacher. We are making banana bread today, but we're making a special banana bread. We're making Hawaiian banana bread, so it's going to be sweet and moist. This is not a sugar-free recipe. I am your substitute teacher. So this is our 1 cup. I'm just going to move it out of the way and we're going to mash this one. I am your substitute teacher because I cook with sugar substitutes, dairy substitutes, and gluten substitutes. But when I'm cooking for others, so of course we're going to give this away. When I'm cooking for others, I like to use the full flavor ingredients. And Mom brought over 6 very ripe bananas yesterday. So I said, you know what, I've had this Hawaiian banana bread recipe, and you can really customize banana bread however you like it. You can do with nuts. We're going to do nuts today. This recipe calls for pecans, I believe. You could do chocolate chip banana bread. So yeah, you all let me know what kind of banana bread mix-ins that you like. It's almost like that Cold Stone Creamery where you can mix in whatever you like. All right, let me get a spatula and scoop that in there. We want to make sure we get all of it because we need 2 cups of mashed banana. So if you have medium-sized bananas, I think it's right. I would say 4 mashed bananas is going to give you your 2 cups. If you have mini bananas, maybe you need 6 or more. Thank you all so much. We're at 1,300 likes. Make sure you are subscribed to Food Talk TV. There's different cooking content every day of the week live. Real chefs, not struggle chefs like me. All right, so this is a little bit extra, but I think you'll be all right. All right, so we've got 2 cups of mashed banana, and this makes 2 loaves. So if you want, you could half it and do 1 loaf. Ree says it looks good. Thank you. We're just getting started. I'm glad you like it so far. All right. So let's do the rest of the wet ingredients and then we'll mix the dry and then we'll mix them together and we'll turn on the oven and get it in there. All right. Thank you, Catherine, so much for the love. We're at 1,400 likes. Let's see if we can get to 1,500. All right. So the next wet ingredient that we need is 3 eggs beaten. And that's pretty straightforward. I can do that. So let's get 3 eggs. Did I take them out? Yeah. I try to get everything prepared for you all. Thank you so much, Carol, for the badges. Come on in, everybody. Welcome to Foodie Fridays with Maggie. And make sure you save the date for next week, Saturday, May 17th. I will be in Dallas with the rest of the team. I'll be making them McMaggies, and we're going to have Grub Match live. All right. So let me get our... I just have a little gravy boat here. I want to beat the eggs, and then we're going to add it to the banana. All right, we're going to go slow and steady here because once you put it in the oven, you've committed. That's why I like cooking. I like kind of adjusting it as we go. So 2 cups of banana so far, which has been 4 very ripe bananas, 3 eggs. All right, so we have our 3 eggs. And now we're going to beat these eggs and then we're going to add it to our banana and we'll get the rest of the wet ingredients. Thank you so much, Carol, for the badges. Hello, Ash. Thank you so much for being here. And make sure I move your moderator over here so you can help out as well. All right, so let's get our eggs beaten. All right. I'll just use a fork. My little whisk is gone. All right, everybody. Thank you all so much for being here. We're over 2,000 likes. Thank you all so much. Welcome to Foodie Fridays with Maggie. I'm Maggie, the substitute teacher. So we're beating our eggs. I used to not do this. Lazy cook, I know. But one of the reasons that you beat your eggs, it adds air to the egg. And if you notice, the color is going to change from like a golden yellow to a little bit lighter yellow. Hello, lady CW in Houston. But if you see, if we stopped here, you can still see the separation of the white, kind of the slimy white, and then the egg yolk. So when you beat them, you make them more homogeneous so you don't have speckles of white in your baked goods or your pancakes or whatever. We're at 3,000 likes. Thank you all so much. Hello, Megan from Southern California. Welcome to Foodie Fridays with Maggie. I'm Maggie, the substitute teacher. We are making Hawaiian banana bread today. All right, so it's hard to tell, but it is more smooth and a little bit lighter. So I'm gonna add, because the ingredients say, do the wet, do the dry, and then combine them together. All right, so I'm just gonna pour all of our egg in. What else is wet? So 3 eggs so far beaten, 2 cups of ripe banana mashed, 1.5 cups of vegetable oil. I know, that's what the recipe says. Look, I am not the food police. You can use your olive oil, your avocado oil, your coconut oil. This one says vegetable oil. So that's what we're gonna do. All right, let me just rinse that off. Always running out of paper towel here, but we'll get some more. So I have this massive vegetable oil that I'm going to pour, and we need 1.5 cups. So this is a 2-cup measure. So we will do 1.5 or 3/4 of that. Struggle math. And I just have this on hand. I know the seed oils and all of that. All right, do whatever works for you. Hawaiian banana bread sounds delicious. Yes. Like I said, I was gifted a loaf from one of my Airbnb guests. A pastor and his wife came to stay. I rent out the in-law suite that I have. Let me measure. 1.5 cups of vegetable oil. And when she arrived, she gave me this loaf of banana bread. And what I love is that she makes these and then you can freeze them. And I'll show you how she had it packaged up. Okay, 1.5. And you can just set it out at room temperature and it thaws out nicely. You could, of course, warm it with butter. You could do peanut butter and honey. You can eat it any kind of way if you can eat this. All right. So we're going to add 1.5 cups of vegetable oil to our 2 cups of beaten eggs. It's going to be a very moist banana bread. And it's a lot of oil. I omitted that last time, but let's just see. Let's see what happens. Okay, next we need 1 cup of crushed pineapple. So I have this crushed pineapple that I bought. I was going to do a Hawaiian turkey for Christmas, and I crashed out. It was too much. So this has been in the pantry insulting me. So I said, you know what? Let's go ahead and use this in the banana bread. All right, so it says no sugar added, like you needed any. So it's 100% crushed pineapple and pineapple juice, but the recipe says we need to drain it. Bertie says you made Red Wagon Bakery's peanut butter Buckeyes last night. I saw that stream, y'all. Just leave me in the sweets shop. I'm gonna drain this. You could probably save your pineapple juice for something else, but my blood sugar is going up just smelling it. All right, everybody, thank you all so much for being here. We're at 5,400 likes. Come on in, everybody. Welcome to Foodie Fridays with Maggie. I'm Maggie, the substitute teacher, and we are making Hawaiian banana bread today. All right, so we have this crushed pineapple that it got me, slightly drained. So I'm gonna measure out 1 cup, all right? So we have our cup measure from our mashed banana. And I'm just going to, that's probably about half of the can. Maybe we should double up this recipe. But the first time I make it, I try to make it the way they say, and then you can customize it after that. This is what's going to give us the authentic Hawaiian flavor. Oh my gosh, y'all, I can smell the sugar. Everything in moderation. Thank you, Megan SoCal, for the badges. You all are so generous. Come on in, everybody. We're at 5,700 likes. Let's see if we can get to 6,000. Welcome to Foodie Fridays with Maggie. I'm Maggie, the substitute teacher. We are making Hawaiian banana bread. All right, and then the last wet ingredient is 2 teaspoons of vanilla. Works for you. If you have authentic Madagascar vanilla, think of me and use it. So we're going to use the teaspoon measure, and we're going to add 2 teaspoons. I'm sure you could do any extract that you like. You could do butter extract, cake extract, anything. All right, so I'm just going to use the spatula and give this a stir, and then we're going to go over to our dry ingredients, and then we will combine. So I'm noticing this already, you all. Make sure you use very large bowls when you're doing this recipe. I won't stir it too much, but we've got the eggs, we've got the pineapple, we've got the banana, and we've got the oil in here, and vanilla. All right, now for dry ingredients. I'm going to move this behind because I'm always nervous I'm going to mess it up. We'll bring them together in a moment. Let's move on to the dry. And I think what I'll do is go ahead and turn on the oven. It needs to be at 350. All right. It's empty. So let's do bake and light and start. All right. So again, this is not a gluten-free recipe. The recipe calls for 3 cups of flour, regular all-purpose flour, which I do have. Hopefully I have 3 cups. All right. So just regular old flour. I don't really use that very often, but we will today. So I'm just going to use this collapsible measuring cup and see if we can get 3 of these, all right? Hello, native lady. We are making Hawaiian banana bread. Come on in, everybody. Cooking is messy, but it's fun. All right. I probably should be more precise with the measurements, but something tells me it all comes together pretty good, even when we struggle our way through a recipe. So 2 cups, I want to use all of it up until you use me up. Thank you, Native Lady, for the badges. Y'all were at 7,200 likes. Thank you all so much. Let's see if we can get to 7,500. Thank you for tapping and sharing. Make sure you're subscribed to Food Talk TV. I'm going to use all of it, y'all. I wanted to use all of this pineapple and all of this flour. Is that wrong of me? Look, I want to get it out of the house. I don't need to have all this goodness around. All right, so approximately 3 cups of flour. Look, I tell y'all all the time, I'm a cooker, not a baker. And I'm a woman of a particular age, so I'm gonna turn on my struggle air conditioning. So that's what you'll hear over here. So 3 cups of flour, all-purpose flour, 2 cups of sugar. Oh, let me keep this. Hold up. 2 cups of sugar. And I do have regular sugar. I would be doing sugar-free sugar. I would probably be using some gluten-free flour, but not today. So let's go ahead and use this real cane sugar, as if we don't have enough sweet in the banana and we don't have enough sweet in the pineapple. Let's go ahead and do all of it. Oh my Lord. All right, 2 cups of sugar. Yeah, we are definitely giving this away. And I don't know how much is left. Okay, that's not 2 cups. Hold on. I think I might have another container in the boys' fridge. This is already going bad. All right. Would it be that bad if it's not as sweet? Birdie loves me. I'm glad y'all love me. All right, I think I have another struggle package in the boys' fridge. I have a separate fridge for the stuff I'm not supposed to eat, so I'm gonna grab that and some paper towels. We're at 8,000 likes. Thank you all so much. This recipe, the real recipe, is on foodtalktv.com. All right, let me get some more sugar. Let me get some sugar. Okay, so we got paper towels and I have a few granules of sugar. Y'all let me know. I think it's gonna be okay. I'm ready to just rock on. And we're gonna use, what is that, like a tablespoon? If I need to get more sugar, I can mix some brown sugar in here, but I'm tired. I think it's gonna be sweet enough. You'll be all right? But if you're following the recipe, it says 3 cups of flour and 2 cups of sugar. All right, let's put up our paper towel. All right, so our oven is preheating. All right, let's do the rest of the dry. 1 cup of chopped pecans. I can do that. So I did buy from Walmart pecans that are already chopped, or you can get them from the tree in your backyard and chop them up yourself. Hello, Kathy from Indiana. Yeah, Birdie says brown sugar would be good. But do I have brown sugar that's not solidified? And I didn't even really measure, so I don't know how much I need to put in next. Oh my God, this is already going bad. All right, so let's taste one for quality control. a cup of chopped pecans. These don't look chopped to me, but okay, we're gonna do the whole package. It's about a cup. Angela says, will you post the recipe, sweetheart? It's at foodtalktv.com. If it's not already up there, it will be right after. All right. So a bag of pecans or walnuts or almonds or no nuts. All right. 1 teaspoon of baking soda. We can do that. So we have baking soda for your cleaning and cooking needs. I'm going to use this one that we use the vanilla for. So let me dry it off. And then we'll mix our dry and then mix them together. Come on in, everybody. Thank you all for following. And make sure you save the date. Make sure you watch Food Talk TV every day. There's different cooking content live every day. I'm with y'all on Fridays. But not this Friday. Next Saturday is Grub Match Live. If you want to see your favorite creators go head to head, not me. That's already stressful. This is enough, okay? I cook out of joy. Don't ask me to do something with a mystery ingredient and a time frame. I'll just be under the kitchen. All right, focus, Maggie. 1 teaspoon. Is this a teaspoon? Okay, 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Why? I don't know. And then 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. Now that sounds good in your banana bread. Did I get the cinnamon out? Of course not. Okay. So we're going to do cinnamon. You could do whatever warming spice you like. You could probably do nutmeg, allspice, pumpkin pie. Why would you do pumpkin pie? I guess you could do a pumpkin banana bread. All right. So let's go in and we're going to do a teaspoon of cinnamon. And now that's it for the dry. Oh, no, there's one more. 1 teaspoon salt. Of course, you need a little salt with sweet. Always need a little salt to cut the sweet. Lord knows we need it with all this sweetness going on. So we're just going to measure out a teaspoon of salt. And that's it. 3 cups flour, 2 cups sugar, 1 cup chopped pecans, a teaspoon of baking soda, a teaspoon of salt, and a teaspoon of cinnamon. So let's mix this up and then combine. Our oven is preheating. It's at 270, so it won't be long. And this is supposed to cook for an hour, so we go together now. Y'all got to figure out. We're going to entertain each other while this is baking, and then it's got to cool. But as long as it puffs up and looks good and the toothpick comes out clean, I'm going to call it, okay? Let's go ahead and just mix up our dry ingredients. The reason you want to mix the dry before you add it to the wet is because if we just mixed it like this, then you may have a clump of baking soda or whatever, and then when you bite into it, you have that like weird salty taste. Hello, Melissa Murd. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you, Ash, for the badges. Oh, we made it to 10,000 likes, y'all. Thank you so much. Welcome to Foodie Fridays with Maggie. I'm Maggie, the substitute teacher. We are making a Hawaiian banana bread. Have we ever done this before? No. Why would I do that? That's never stopped us. I just come on live with y'all and we figure it out together. But I was gifted an amazingly sweet and delicious and moist, that's the key, banana bread, and I pleaded for the recipe. And so the pastor's wife that was staying with me gave me this recipe. All right, I think it looks pretty homogeneous. I'm gonna taste it. I don't know, I'm just a taster. I know I shouldn't. Ain't nothing really in here, but there's no raw egg or anything. I just want to taste the dry parts. Why did I do that? Hold on. I almost choked and went blind. I forgot I had my struggle air conditioning. So then I held the flour up to my face and it, all right. Here we go, y'all. Dry and wet. This is the big bowl. We're gonna add the medium bowl. Eggs, banana, oil, and pineapple, and vanilla. All right, so let me take this out so it doesn't plunk. We had enough accidents. All right. Oh, oven is ready. All right, I'm just gonna pour and go. Maybe you were supposed to add to flour mixture and stir by hand. I hope this means by hand. That's what we're using. All right, y'all. The oven is ready. So we're gonna gently kind of fold, go from the bottom to the top, Started from the bottom, now we're here. I know my struggle AC helps me in my middle-aged self. I'll be 50 later this year. So sometimes I get hot, then cold, then hot. You'll be all right. So I got my struggle air conditioning here, but it's blowing a blast of air on me. And I have to remember when I'm doing the spices. Oh, what was in the bowl? Okay, I'll tell you. I'll go over it again because y'all ain't trying to hear about my struggles. All right. So this recipe, again, is on foodtalktv.com, or will be if it's not. So your dry ingredients, if you're taking notes, see, we had a big clump down there. 3 cups of flour, all-purpose flour. 2 cups of sugar, or whatever you got. All right. 1 cup of chopped pecans. I don't want to overmix it, but I do want to get these dry bits stirred in. 1 teaspoon of baking soda. I'm just folding from the bottom until I don't see any more pasty parts. 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of salt, and 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. Those were your dry. One more time. 3 cups flour, 2 cups sugar, 1 cup pecan, 1 teaspoon baking soda, 1 teaspoon salt, 1 teaspoon cinnamon. Put all your dry together. All right, y'all. We're going to call it. And then I'll tell you the wet. 3 eggs beaten, 2 cups mashed banana, 1.5 cup vegetable oil, 1 cup crushed pineapple, and 2 teaspoons vanilla. All right, y'all, I need to get my stuff together. Let's get this in the oven because we got to let it cook. All right. So this recipe does 2 loaves. We're going to do some loaves and some muffins. So I have a loaf pan and an air fryer liner. It's parchment paper. Just go with me. I'm not trying to fight for my life with the roll of parchment paper. So I'm going to spray this so it'll stick. And then we're just going to put the square air fryer sheet in there. The recipe says just to spray this and pour, but I do want to be able to lift it out. So I'm using this Crisco, no yeast, at least not in this recipe. All right, so I've greased it up. You can put your batter directly in there. Parchment paper has been treated with silicone, so it's great for non-stick. And that spray just kind of helps it glue down to the sides so it doesn't spring out at you. All right, so I guess I'll fill this like, I know you're not supposed to fill it all the way. Y'all, this makes a lot of banana bread. I'm gonna do like that much. And then let me clean off the side. So if you get a little bit of a mess, just wipe it off. We could have saved some pecans and put some on here, but we'll be all right. Ooh, I see the little specks of cinnamon. So before I put this in the oven, real quick, because I want to put them in the oven and not open it, I'm going to do the cupcakes or muffins. So I have this Struggle dollar store cupcake tin, and I have these kind of large muffins. Lisa, yeah, this recipe didn't have any yeast. So I'm just going to spray so they don't pop out. I'm just going to kind of press them down in there. And then I'm going to put the muffin mix in here. So we'll make a loaf and we'll make muffins. Let me get a ladle. Whew. All right. I think that's already too much. These are going to be, shout out to Texas. These are going to be some big bag muffins. Yeah, don't do it like this. I'm doing way too much. I think you're only supposed to fill them up like 2/3 of the way because they're going to rise. We got that baking soda in there. So obviously this one is going to be overflowing. All right. I'm just going to wipe this down, and then I'm going to pour the excess in the muffin tin, in the loaf pan. And then we'll put them all in. It's supposed to be $3.50 for an hour. All right. just gonna put the rest in here. If you're just cooking for yourself, I would half this recipe because it really does make a lot. All right, no ingredient left behind. Let's get this scraped. I don't want to drop that big bowl. What would you all add? Chocolate, I got an idea. Oh, all right. All right, let's go ahead and get this in the oven. And then we'll clean up and decide what we want to do next. A little messy, but it's fun. Let me get a tray. Just a baking tray. Just so we don't have too much of a mess. Okay. I don't think I'll do this one. This one I'll just put directly on. All right. We're good? Woo! All right. Now, let's clean up a little bit while that's baking because we got to let it do its thing. I have another recipe for banana bread, but it uses oatmeal and it uses the blender. So we can either do that, and I could put some chocolate chunks in it, and I was gonna make those in the air fryer, or I saw a recipe for some banana pancakes. That might be fun to actually do some really simple 2-ingredient banana pancakes. So if you want pancakes, use the pancake emoji. If you want muffins, use the cupcake emoji while I rinse this stuff out. All right, everybody, come on in. Welcome to Foodie Fridays with Maggie. I'm Maggie, the substitute teacher. We are making, well, what we have in the oven is a Hawaiian banana bread. And we're just cleaning up. We have 2 more very ripe bananas. So mom says clean as you go. Ah, Nathan wants the cupcakes. Ah. Set your timer. I know, y'all. I'm terrible about that. I'll set it though. All right, and start. Okay, let's clean this up. Y'all want cupcakes? Y'all want pancakes? Maybe we'll do both. Let's see. I'll go get my iPad because if you don't want to go through all of this, if you don't want the Hawaiian flair, maybe you have oatmeal laying around. This could be an option for you. And I like the blender version because that seems a lot, just kind of pour and go. I will show you all the recipe that came up from Hungry Happens. But there's so many different ways you can make banana bread. You can make a flourless banana bread. I think there's some that use peanut butter. Maybe we'll top with peanut butter. Oh, here comes the music. Let me know if y'all can hear the music, and let me know if you like it or don't like it. I'll stop it if you don't. All right, just gonna clean up because I want to wipe this down. I don't know, I can't cook in a messy kitchen. Wow, who's winning? We got pancakes, we got cupcakes. You love the cooking TikToks? Aw. Yeah, I know. And did you know, fun fact, Fttv, where you're watching me right now, is the longest running live cooking show on TikTok. So they've been doing this for years. I like to say I've been cooking since 1842. My mom is a retired home economics teacher, so she just said, Maggie, in the kitchen. If you do not cook for your children, who will cook for them? And I'm like, I don't know. I'm 11 and I'm playing with my Barbies. But that's just how we were raised. All right. So I got most of it up. Don't get me started. Oh, you can't hear the music? Even better. Okay. Alrighty. So let me see if I can find this recipe and show y'all, and hopefully we can make it. I kind of vote for banana pancakes, but let's see. Because we've got two, and I'm hoping each recipe uses one. That might work. Let's see what we got. All right. Come on, come on in, everybody. Hold on. Let me log in. I can't focus. Welcome to Foodie Fridays with Maggie. I'm Maggie, the substitute teacher, and we are making Hawaiian banana bread. We've got some muffins and we've got a loaf. And right now, I'm going to look up this. Do I have it? Let me see if I can find it on YouTube or the other channel. We got some time for this to bake. Oh, all right. How about that? Oh, hello, everybody. We have 13,000 likes. Thank you all so much. Come on in. Make sure you're tapping and sharing. This recipe is up or will be up at foodtalktv.com. All right. So let's see. I'm just looking up another recipe to see if we can make it. Oh, okay. Because I've got the banana pancakes recipe on the brain. All right, let's see. Is it this one? Are you gonna play? All right, let's try this again. This is the hungryhappens.net. I like to show you all the video. If not, we'll just get the recipe. This is the banana bread with rolled oats. All right, is it this one? Yeah.
Growing up with immigrant parents, they taught me to avoid snacks that come in a box. Now that I'm in the kitchen, let's make this healthy 5-ingredient banana oatmeal bread. In a blender, process your bananas, eggs, oats, baking soda, and a touch of maple syrup. Bake until golden and love your life. Growing up with immigrant parents, they taught me to avoid.
All right, so let's see if she has the recipe. Oh, she's got 3 bananas in there. So no eggs, no nothing. All right. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the banana pancake because I want to use 1 egg and 1 banana for that. And then we'll see if we can scale down that recipe. Let me just see if I can find it. Because I want to do something while the banana bread is baking for you all. All right, so that's banana oatmeal bread. So if you have oatmeal, real oatmeal laying around that you don't want to make, there it is. Oh, this one needs 3 bananas. We've got 2. I wonder if we could just half it. Let's see. Okay, we need 3 overripe bananas, 2 eggs. Oh yeah, yeah, we'll do it. Okay, we're just gonna make this recipe. Let me get the blender. And we'll put this one together. I'm just gonna do half and see if we can make some mini cupcakes. And I'm gonna put some chocolate chunks in these. And while these are in the air fryer, then we will make our banana pancakes, all right? You don't like oatmeal? Yeah. That's why we're giving you all lots of options. I'm Maggie, the substitute teacher, because there's lots of different substitutes. If you prefer the original recipe, we have the flour banana bread in the oven. All right, so let's do this struggly banana. I'm just gonna peel this and put it in the blender. The recipe calls for 3. We're gonna do, uh-oh, hold on, I got a piece of skin in there. All right, we're gonna go with, y'all, it is so, oh, you know what? I got a banana for Marcus for his smoothie, but I'm gonna use that. We'll just do half of that. And then I'll just put half in his smoothie. This one isn't all the way right, but since this recipe is gonna be in the blender, I think we'll be okay. So I'm just gonna cut this in half. We're gonna have all the ingredients. So again, when you're cooking, or I'm gonna say even baking, even though I'm not a baker, you can scale up or scale down. All right, so this one is gonna go in his smoothie when I pick him up. Well, I don't have to pick him up anymore. He passed his driver's license test. So we're gonna add 1/2. Sandy says those are a good size, so you can probably make the full recipe. You can add a little applesauce to it. That's such a great idea. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And you all know there's so many different substitutes when you are cooking. If you don't have ingredients, you can Google so much stuff and just let you know, if I don't have this, what can I use? All right. So we're just going to do 1/2. The recipe calls for 3. So we have 1/2. 1 is really ripe, and then the half, all right? Because I want to save this one for the pancakes since we got some baking time. All right. And I love this one because you're just putting everything in the blender, blend and pour, all right? Blend and pour. So, and it says this is not a traditionally sweet banana bread. So if you don't like it really, really sweet, this could be a great option for you. All right. Recipe calls for 2 eggs. Since we're halving the recipe, I'm gonna go with 1 egg. And we're gonna crack that directly in here. I know, put it in another container first. Or not. All right. All right, next it calls for 2 cups of rolled oats. I don't know what rolled oats are. Hello, Maria. But I got these organic old-fashioned oats from Walmart. So I just tried to find something that looked authentic and healthy, all right? So the recipe calls for 2 cups. We're gonna do 1 cup. And these are real oats, okay? Not the instant ones that are flavored. These are real oats. All right, so we're gonna do 1 cup. Okay, you're just gonna add everything into a blender or a food processor. So I'm gonna go with 1 cup. Add that to the bananas and the egg. A teaspoon of baking soda. All right, we've got our baking soda. I rinsed off the dishes. So we have the half teaspoon. I'm gonna do, half a teaspoon. That's the thing when you're kind of going down with your recipe, it's kind of like, you gotta remember. Okay, 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda, a pinch of salt. A little salt goes with sweet. And then it says 1/4 cup of maple syrup or honey. Are y'all team honey or are you team maple syrup? I'll go ahead and get maple syrup because I think I'm gonna drizzle some honey on it. All right, let me grab that from the boys' fridge. Okay, so the recipe calls for 1/4 cup. I don't know how much a 1/4 cup is, so I'm just gonna eyeball it. Alexa, how much is a 1/4 cup? 0.6 ounces. We can't do that. We're gonna eyeball it. We've already done the hard way. So this is the 1/4 cup. I know the handle's broken, so I'm just going to do half of this maple syrup. All right, and go in. Thank you, Sean, for the badges. Thank you all so much. Thank you so much. We're at 14,000 likes. Let's see if we can get to 14,500. You know I gotta taste this. Authentic maple syrup. I don't eat that. I don't drink that. This is for the kids. But what's the fuss all about? So good. It tastes like melted candy. Okay. Optional is a teaspoon of vanilla. Optional is cinnamon. Optional is a 1/2 cup of chocolate chips. So let me show you what I have, y'all. And I'm not gonna blend it. I'm gonna go ahead and blend this, and then I'm going to, I have this big old chunk of, what's it called? Chocolate bark. And I'm going to chop that up. I think I just got this from Aldi's or somewhere. It's like for crafting. So we'll do one of these and make some chocolate banana bread. But let's blend. Okay. Let's get the top of the blender that fell. Always struggling. Oh, whew. Okay, so I see our muffins rising. I don't know if y'all can see in the oven. We got a ways to go. Oof. All right, so I'm gonna get this tray for the air fryer. And I'm gonna line this with foil. And I have some like Amazon foil cups that I'm going to use as like a cupcake mold. Very inauthentic. But these are going to go in the air fryer. I'm going to blend and then pour. So I just want to get everything ready. And I'll leave this. So let me leave this here. Okay. So I don't know what these are, but I got them off of Amazon and we've had them for a long time. So I'm going to go ahead and open these up and see if we can make 4 of these, maybe 3. This would be a good little like single serving dessert. So we're not going to do any nuts on this one. And if you wanted to, you could probably line it with the cupcake mold. I'm just going to spray it. Hey everybody, come on in. We're at 15,000 likes. Thank you all so much. Welcome to Foodie Fridays with Maggie. I'm Maggie, the substitute teacher. We are making Hawaiian banana bread. It's in the oven. It's got 45 more minutes to go. So we're making some air fryer banana nut muffins. Well, actually just banana chocolate muffins, no nuts. All right, so let's see how this batter comes out. This is oats, banana, egg, and I forget what else. I'll tell you in just a second. Here we go. So I didn't think it was it was gonna work. Is Kaz here? Hello, Kaz. Shout out to you. So we're making our batter. Sorry, that was loud. And I'm just gonna pour so you all can see this was half of the recipe with 1.5 bananas. So I'm just gonna see if we can make 4. So if you want a healthier, flour-less recipe, this could work for you. And we're gonna put some chocolate chunks in here. So the one in the oven is the Hawaiian banana bread, and that one's gonna be super sweet and moist. It has crushed pineapple and oil. Let me get a spatula really quick. We wanna make sure we get all of that. No ingredient left behind. And we'll just try to eyeball them, make sure they're all about the same. So nobody complains that their muffin is smaller than everybody else's. Y'all know how it goes. But yeah, this could be a great option for you if you have oats laying around. I'll go over the recipe one more time. If you have overripe bananas, again, you can make baby food, put it in a smoothie. We're doing banana bread, and then we'll do some banana pancakes too. Really easy banana pancakes. All right, let me just give this a rinse. And then I'm gonna take one of these big bricks of chocolate. If you wanna keep them healthy, omit the chocolate, but I don't know about y'all, but when I have ingredients laying around, I try to find recipes with those ingredients so we can, until you use the, all right? I'm just gonna move this over here because we're gonna use the air fryer. I don't usually preheat, but I'll go ahead and preheat. Let's go to 350. Okay, that'll come on. And the air fryer is a little bit different, you know, because the heat source is at the top. So you're gonna bake at 350. Uh-oh. It says 20 minutes. Oh, 40 minutes. Man, this baking thing it takes a lot. Let me just wipe this up. I don't know about y'all, but I like cooking a meal and then eating it, you know, fresh right out of the skillet. Who has time to wait? It's probably the right thing to do. All right, let's chop up this chocolate chunk, or use it for your crafts, or you could melt it down and drizzle. Sunflower says, do you post your recipes? All of the recipes that I do and everybody on Fttv does are always posted to foodtalktv.com. So you can visit the website. The same day that we stream it, you'll see it. So the Hawaiian recipe, Hawaiian banana bread recipe, that's in the oven. That one's been posted. I'll go over it again if you want it. Or if you want me to share this blender recipe that we're just doing to kill time, I will do that as well. All right, so we have a very big chunk. I mean, like a very, very, y'all know one of those little Hershey miniatures? This is like 10 times that size. So I'm just gonna get a knife and hack away at it. You could also use chocolate chips. You could use whatever you have. This is what I have. And we're just gonna put this in the banana bread. So we'll have like a chocolate chunk, healthy banana bread. Again, we're giving these away. I'll taste a little bit, but we can't be eating this. So again, this is not a sugar-free recipe, but we really didn't add sugar to this one, so it is relatively healthier. All right, so this to me looks like a lot of chocolate, but let's go for it. We're here now, right? Let's commit. All right, so we have a lot of chocolate and we have 4 of the blender muffin cups. Yeah. Oh, okay. Thank you. Trini has posted the recipe for the Hawaiian banana bread. So I'm just putting this on top. I don't know if this is the right way to do it, or maybe I should have pushed it down there, but let me do this over the sink. And we're just going to put these in the air fryer and see what happens. Push them down a little bit so you get that melted chocolate. So these chocolate muffin cups, I'm just gonna put them in the air fryer and see how they come out. We'll just put them in at 350 and keep an eye on them. We may need to cover them with foil, but I'm gonna put them down towards the bottom so we can see. So again, come on in everybody. Welcome to Foodie Fridays with Maggie. I'm Maggie, the substitute teacher. Thank you, Trini, for the badges. We're at 16,000 likes, you all. Let's see if we can get to 16.5. So the recipe that I just made is this one from Stella Drivis.
Bananas, eggs, oats, baking soda, and a touch of maple syrup. Bake until golden and love your life.
So if you want a more simple, less ingredient recipe, this is the one. This is Stella Drivis, Hungry Happens. It's on TikTok. It's everywhere. But I'll tell you her recipe if you want this blender version. And of course, you can do your optional mix-ins. So if you're doing the full version, I did a half batch. It's 3 ripe bananas, 2 eggs, 2 cups of rolled oats, a teaspoon of baking soda, a pinch of salt, and a quarter cup of maple syrup. Put everything in the blender and pour. Bake 40 minutes at 350. All right? So now I want to do the banana pancake because that's actually something I've had before and I've eaten. So we're going to go from, I don't know, like 10 ingredients for the Hawaiian banana bread. This one is 5 ingredients for the healthy banana bread. And if you don't want to bake and you want that banana bread flavor, there's a banana pancake recipe that I want to try. So we're going to move from baking to cooking and see if we can make a nice little plate. All right? Oh, you guys are so generous. Thank you. Okay. So shout out to the banana lovers. Mom brought over 6 overripe bananas. We've used 5 so far. If you guys struggle bananas, don't waste your ingredients. They're expensive. Let's see what we can do with this struggle banana. All right? So now we're going to make a very easy 2-ingredient banana pancake. All right? And then we'll plate it up and see how we like it. All right, so I'm gonna just wipe this off again, and we'll get the cooktop out and the skillet out, and I'll show you all. This recipe comes from Lucy Wyndham Reed. She is an exercise teacher online, so she does workouts, but she also posted this recipe, and I was like, oh my goodness, this is amazing. Let me see if I can find it, and I'll pull it up for you all. I'll just let it play. It's a little bit longer one, but I watched it, so we will recreate her banana pancakes. This one the kids can make. All you need is banana and egg. Mix and cook like a pancake. Optionally, you could add a little bit of baking powder. Let me know if you want me to do baking powder. Let's do the banana pancake. And this one you can add, you can top it with anything, whatever you like, all right? So again, this is the 2-ingredient pancake recipe from Lucy Wyndham Reed. And if you look, it's how to make healthy pancakes, but I'll show it to you all, but I watched this, all right? So I'm not gonna play this one. She doesn't have a short, but you all can see for recipe credit, all right? She calls it the princess pancake. We don't have to do all that, all right? We're just gonna call it a banana pancake. All right, everybody. So again, if you're just hopping in, welcome to Foodie Fridays with Maggie. I'm Maggie, the substitute teacher. I make food and femininity content. I'm your substitute teacher because I usually cook with sugar substitutes, dairy substitutes, and gluten substitutes. But today we have real bananas that I usually don't eat, but we don't want to waste. Mom brought these over. So we have a Hawaiian banana bread in the oven that we're making. The Hawaiian banana bread has crushed pineapple in it. And I was gifted this banana bread and it was so yummy. I asked for the recipe. So it has crushed pineapple in it that makes it even more moist and sweet, if you like sweet. And then the second recipe that we just put in the air fryer for our healthy struggle spray, our healthy blenderific banana bread. I'm doing muffins. That one, you just put your oats, your maple syrup, your banana, and your egg, and your baking soda in the blender. Blend and pour. If you don't want to do all that mixing and fooling about, you don't have to. Sean says, what's a fake banana? I'm scared. Did I say fake? I don't know what's a fake banana. Yeah, no, these are real bananas. For me, usually I eat the fruits that are lower in sugar. So, you know, apples, oranges, and berries. But I'm not the food police. If you like bananas and you can have them, have some for me. All right. So let's get the cooktop out. And we're going to get a nice skillet. Because these bananas are a little bit delicate. So if you have struggle skillets like me that are all banged up, use your nice one for these. Because you want that even surface. So let's get the cooktop and then I'm going to wash my hands. We're just killing time because we have to bake a whole banana bread loaf, but it's doing well. I don't know if y'all can see it down there. We have some muffins and we have some banana bread. We've got 30 minutes left, all right? So it actually goes by pretty fast. And as usual, it was a struggle recipe. We're at 17,400 likes. Let's see if we can get to 17,500. And user says, do you have a chewy oatmeal raisin cookie recipe? I don't, but I'm sure I could find one and I could make one. I'm trying to get the rest of this weight off, so I've had plenty of cookies. Clearly, I can skip the cookies, all right? But it's probably just, oatmeal and sugar and butter and all that good stuff. But if y'all want me to do more baking, struggle baking, I will. Baking is just a little bit difficult on the streams because, I don't know if y'all want to spend your Friday night with me watching paint dry in the oven. But there's some actually, you know what? Stella actually has, I don't know if it's no bake, but she has a banana blueberry oatmeal bar. So you could basically do the banana bread batter. Let me know if you want me to find that. But if you don't want to wait for your oatmeal raisin cookies to bake, there's so many different no-bake desserts now, and I'm really loving that. Okay. So we have a nice new ceramic skillet. Looks like we know what we're doing, because most of the time I don't. But we figure it out together. Oh, I'm the banana bread chief of the week. All right, so I'm just gonna move that. I'm gonna get our little, what's it called? Gravy boat and get our last. How are our muffins doing? Oh, I'm gonna cover them with foil, y'all, because the chocolate on top and it's starting to brown. That's the only thing about baking in the air fryer. The heat source is at the top, and so it gets brown before it gets done. So I'm gonna cover it with foil and let it keep going. I'll bring it out so y'all can see. I got these little pop-up sheets at the Dollar Tree. I love it because they're already measured. All right. So we have our struggle banana. We're gonna mash that up. Let me get a towel. Woo! They look good. We know they're not done, but can y'all see that? So these were the banana muffins. We put chocolate chunks on them. All right. I don't want them to get any browner than that yet. We know they're not done. So I'm just going to put oh my gosh, those chunks look amazing. I'm gonna let y'all see. Looks good. Georgia, yeah, I'm in Atlanta, but I will be in Texas. Thank you, Food Talk TV, in advance for bringing us all out. So make sure you save the date for Grub Match next week, Saturday. This is hot, so I'm trying to be careful. Next week, Saturday, May 17th. I think it's probably 6 p.m. Central, but it's posted on foodtalktv.com. There's going to be a live grub match. I will be watching with you all. I do not do well under pressure, but if you like those cooking competitions where there's a time limit and there's a secret ingredient, that's going to be happening live in Dallas, and I will be there. But I'm going to make Kaz his, I'm struggling, y'all. I'm going to make Kaz his McMaggies. I'm going to make the whole crew the McMaggies. So if you don't know what the McMaggies are, I'll show you. So I'm going to put these back in the air fryer, and we'll give them like 10 more minutes and see what happens. Just to kind of keep some of that heat off, all right? All right, so our last recipe while we're waiting on our proper banana bread is our 2-ingredient banana pancakes. All right, so for this recipe, your third and final recipe, you need 1 struggle banana, a very ripe banana. It doesn't have to look this bad, but we're gonna go for it. I could probably just peel off the end and squeeze this out. It is that ripe. All right, so we have our banana here. You don't even really have to do much to mash it. So giving you all some ideas, if you find bananas on sale or if you have a bunch of bananas that are going bad, make banana bread, maybe make these banana pancakes. All right, so I'm just gonna get like a spoon, and this won't take long. We're gonna mash it up. All right. 2 ingredients, really simple. 1 banana, 1 egg. You don't even have to think about it. Let me get the little end off. If you want to double it up, you could do 2 bananas and 2 eggs. 3 bananas, 3 eggs. You see where we're going here? Wow, this turned into baby food really, really fast. Again, you could peel them and freeze them, put them in your smoothies. You could do all kinds of things. I was going to show y'all something I got, but it'll wait. All right, so we have 1 banana, and I'm actually going to go ahead and turn on the skillet. I'm going to do like a medium low, and then have the cooking spray here. And let's get an egg. If you want it to rise up, you lift me up. You could add baking powder. If y'all think I should put a little sprinkle of baking powder, do a cloud emoji to puff it up. But all you need is 2 ingredients. If you don't mind them a little bit thinner, yeah, banana pudding, absolutely. You don't mind them a little bit thinner, you can omit the baking powder. So really healthy, no extra sugar except for the banana. No funky, weird ingredients. Cass says, pro tip, if you freeze a banana overnight and thaw it the next day, it will be mushy. That's a great idea. I didn't know that. I love cooking with y'all. So if you're trying to expedite the ripening of the bananas, you could freeze it and thaw it. Yeah, I love doing that. Angie wants it fluffy. Kojo wants it fluffy. Okay, you got it. So I'm just going to mix the egg in here. This is our batter. So I'm just going to kind of mix it well. And I'm going to get some baking powder. A splash, 1/4 teaspoon. All right. So we have our pancake batter. Let me get some baking powder for y'all. Okay, baking powder just helps it rise. This is 0 calories, so you don't have to really worry about it. We're gonna stay healthy. And I'm gonna put like a heaping 1/4 teaspoon. All right, and I'm just gonna stir it back. I didn't really measure, but for this 2 ingredient recipe, again, 1 egg and 1 banana. So for every banana, 1 egg. Just mixing that baking powder in there. Let's see what happens. And I think I'm just gonna do 1 big pancake. I'm nervous. Okay, no, don't do 1 big pancake, because if it's a flop, then I've committed all of my ingredients. All right, let's see if we can do 2 side by side. All right, so this is like a medium low. We're gonna go low and slow. You can do butter or whatever you want to. And I'm just gonna pour. Let's see if we can get 3. 1, 2. Don't touch each other. 3. I really could do 4, y'all. All right. We'll stop here and we'll do 4. So we're gonna let this cook like a pancake. Oh, the muffins look great in the oven. How are they looking? Oh, I love that y'all can see. Clearly, I'm not paying attention. They do look good. We didn't put anything on top of them. And I like muffins because there's less work that the oven has to do. You like my singing? Thank you, Cass. Do not encourage me. We'll be here all night. Anyway, I like the muffins one because it's kind of smaller portion, great for giveaways. We're going to be giving all this away. I'll taste a little bit. But, cooking the loaf, that's going to be there till kingdom come. But those muffins are looking nice and brown and pretty good. How are these looking over here? We've done 15 minutes. All right, so you all can kind of see they're starting to get a little bit set along the edges, but I really want to leave them because with no flour here, they're going to be more delicate. So I'm going to let them cook And I'm gonna check on our muffins in the air fryer. So you can see, you can get a nice stack of pancakes, 1 egg and 1 banana. So I don't know if it's low carb, but it's gluten free. All right, let's see how these are coming along. The house smells like banana. Ooh. All right, so I'm just gonna put a toothpick in there. I don't know if these are done. They're probably not done. It was only 15 minutes in the air fryer. Let's see what they're looking like. Recipe says cook for 40 minutes. It's been 15. Okay, this is why. All right, let me just see what happens. It's coming out clean. That one did. This one's a little sticky. We'll do like 5 more minutes. Yeah, a little bit sticky on the other side. All right, we're gonna cover and go back in. I'm probably messing it all up, taking it in and out, but we're just experimenting. Ooh, I see bubbles. All right, so we're gonna put these back in. That's why I wanted to leave the proper ones in the air fryer alone. Okay, that's hot. Hold on. And then we're gonna attempt to flip our pancakes. This is where I get very nervous. All right, let that go. Those are looking really good. Maybe in a few minutes we'll take it out and see. Oh, you like the kitchen? Thank you. This is my happy place. All right, so hopefully you all can see we're starting to get a little bit of a rise and a few little bubbles coming through. So I'm gonna try and turn them. I'm nervous. I'm very nervous. Because once you get up underneath there, you gotta commit. All right, see when I go to move it, it doesn't move as one intact unit, so we're not ready yet. See how it's still kind of giving? I'm going to just let it rock. I'm gonna let it rock a couple more minutes because once we get up underneath there, if it's not set, it's still gonna taste good. And again, no flour, no sugar, no nothing, just egg and banana, optional baking powder. But I want it to set a little bit more. Hold on. Drop the spatulas. I'll get some new ones. All right, I see a little bit of brown, but I want it to brown some more. All right, so you all are looking at the muffins in the oven. Let's take out the muffins in the oven and put a toothpick in and maybe just put those up on the cooling rack. And a cooling rack is, do I have a real one? I'm gonna use an air fryer rack. All right, I found one. Sorry, welcome to the struggle kitchen. I try to use the authentic stuff with y'all, but you know, we just wing it over here. All right, I'm gonna open the oven and we're gonna get the muffins out. It's been 40 minutes. I can definitely tell that the middle of the loaf is still jiggling. What? All right, I'm just gonna go in. Looks really clean. I'll hold them up so you all can see. If you like them like this, we'll stop. If you like them a little bit browner. All right, so these are the Hawaiian muffins. You can smell the pineapple. I think they're good. I'm thinking baking rack. Hot. Are we good? Everybody's good. Thank you all so much. Bria likes it. Okay, so I'm gonna put this cooling rack over here on the griddle just to get out of the way because I want to turn these pancakes, and I'm gonna take them off the baking sheet. You know what? Let's do that. They'll cool better. Hold up. Like I told y'all, I'm a cooker, not a baker. Since I use the cupcake muffin tin, I'm gonna take them out and just let them cool. We got some big back Texas banana Hawaiian. This is a hybrid. I got a little overhang here. We got a little muffin top going. All right, let me use the toothpick to separate it from the side. All right. I was a little greedy with that one. Looks perfect. So we're gonna let these cool. Y'all, we gotta turn these pancakes. I'm worried. All right, we'll let those cool, and then maybe we'll get in there and taste one. All right, I see some browning on the edge. Oh, we're at 19,000 likes. Let's see if we can get to 20,000. All right, let's see. Ooh, and I'm smelling it. That's not a good sign. My mom said, use all your senses to cook, Maggie. Don't just set it and forget it. Oh! Focus. Okay. If you notice, they're a little bit delicate, but if you commit, and again, this is the 2 ingredient, just egg and banana. This is why you need a good skillet for this one. This one almost, we almost lost this one. This is why you need a good skillet. Oh, tilt it down a little bit? Okay. This is why you need a good skillet. If you're using the struggle skillets that we all have, y'all know what I'm talking about. They were on me when I first started about my struggle skillets. When you go to flip it, if your skillet isn't smooth, it'll come all apart because it's very delicate. So hopefully you all can see. And then we'll stack them. And the way Lucy does hers, she does it between yogurt and blueberries and blueberry syrup. So that's what I'm gonna try to make for you all while our loaf is cooking, all right? But we got one more to cook. But as you can see, it takes a little time. You do need to commit. And we've got one more piece of batter. So with 1 banana and 1 egg, you could actually make 4 like palm-sized pancakes, like a little mini stack. Not bad. All right, so let's start cleaning up. I'm gonna get a plate. We're gonna do, she does pancake, yogurt, blueberries, then another pancake, yogurt, blueberries, almost like a, is it a truffle or a trifle? I think a trifle is not what we want. I think it's a truffle. Clearly, I don't know, but we're having fun here, all right? So our Hawaiian muffins are done. How's our chocolate chip? I think I'm gonna turn off the chocolate chip and just put those out on the rack as well. Yeah, these are very delicate, but they're gonna be so good. So we got some blueberries. You could just, stack them up like a pancake, but we're gonna use everything we've got. We got some struggle blueberries. I'm gonna rinse these off while we're letting the bottom half cook. All right, so again, 2 ingredients. All you do is you mash your banana and then you crack an egg. That's all you need. We added a little bit, like a 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder. We're at 20,500 likes. Let's see if we can get to 21,000. All right, so we're gonna layer these in between. Get your fruit for the day. And I'm gonna do this, y'all, because I want these to stay intact. I'm gonna get another struggle skillet and do the last pancake, because I don't want to disturb them. All right, so we're just gonna go. We're gonna plate these. Let this heat up, and I'll spray. I'm gonna turn off the air fryer. Let's rinse our blueberries. And I am gonna use some yogurt. I'm gonna use some Oikos Greek yogurt if you want some extra protein. This is not dairy-free today, but just giving you all some ideas on what you can do. All right, so we've rinsed our blueberries. I'm gonna turn off the air fryer in just a minute. All right, let that warm up. And you could make 2 like plate-sized pancakes. You could do, all right, let's do the last one. 1 mashed banana. This one's gonna be in its own skillet because I didn't want to. All right. It's going to be kind of round. All right, so you all have seen that. I'm just going to let this one rock out. Let's see if we can make it kind of round. Abstract pancake. Everybody good? Thank you all so much. We made it to 21,000 likes. Welcome to Foodie Fridays with Maggie. I'm Maggie, the substitute teacher. Let's go ahead and plate our banana pancakes. Our Hawaiian muffins are done. I'm going to take out the other muffins. Let's see what we can do for a nice little plate. All right. And you see our loaf is still going in there. Ideally, I would have the big pancake down here. All right. Let's give this a second. Let's get out our chocolate muffin. Everything is coming together. 12 minutes. Dougie Fresh, you're on. I know it's 6 minutes. All right, they got a little bit darker, but it's the chocolate. And I didn't use muffin tins. I wish I'd have used muffin tins on here. I could have popped them out. I did spray. I should have used the muffin tin, but that's okay. Do you know the muffin tin, the muffin tin, the muffin tin? Y'all don't know anything about that, some of y'all. Do you know the muffin tin that lives on something lane? Do they even do nursery rhymes anymore? La 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 la. That was before the internet, clearly. All right. So we have our blender muffins topped with chocolate. I have one struggle muffin that I'll taste for y'all. All right. Ooh, this one is bubbling up nicely. Let's see if we can give it a turn. Let's see if this comes out. Look, it came out nicely. So I'm gonna take them all out. Let's turn this one. Oh, I'm getting excited, y'all. And I am not a baker. All right, so you can see it's fluffed up. Hopefully it's not too done on the bottom. We gotta commit to the flip. Commit to the flip. All right. This is where I get nervous. Let's see if we can get underneath there. And you gotta get, no. I'll give it just another minute. Because when you get up underneath there and it's starting to like disintegrate, it's a wrap. All right, let's take these out. If I turn them quickly, I'm just tilting them onto the foil. Try not to mess up the chocolate too bad. Oh, y'all need to be here to come. Oh my God. Okay, I'm smelling this. Hold up, y'all. This does not. We're gonna have to flip it because I'm smelling it. I think I made it too big, and this skillet is not as great. I think we're gonna lose it. Yeah, but you can see how delicate it is, and I was rushing. Okay, last one. Here we go. So your blender chocolate muffins are done. All right, we'll still eat it, but this won't be part of the stack. Let's make the stack. Got chocolate everywhere. Y'all would still eat this. Just let it cook. This skillet is a little bit of a struggle skillet, so you can see it didn't do as well. So get your nice skillet out. All right, so she does a triple layer, which I'm gonna do for y'all. And then we'll get our loaf out and we'll be done. It's still gonna taste amazing. You know it will. I may just eat it out of this skillet. We'll be all right. Turn off the stove. Turn off the stove and eat the pancake. All right, let's get some yogurt. I've never done this before. Has anybody ever had yogurts with pancakes? Oh, okay, this is heavy. So we got 3 that look relatively uniform. All right, let me clean this off. So you can definitely have your pancakes. All right, so we're gonna put this one at the bottom. It's not all the way crepey, but you can tell this is not a big fluffy pancake, but it's gonna give you the pancake experience. So we're gonna do one, and then what she does, I'm gonna do the yogurt first. We're just making this up, y'all. This is nothing to do with Hawaiian. All right, so this is oiko, so this isn't dairy-free. Marcus likes this in his smoothie, so it's no sugar, no sweeteners, no fat, but there is dairy. All right, so we're gonna put a dollop of yogurt on. Cool yogurt with the hot pancake. I don't know. What do y'all think? And then she does blueberries. We have one with a stem. So we have banana inside the pancake, and we're gonna put blueberries like in this yogurt layer. She only does a few. Y'all know we are team greedy. All right. Then we're gonna put the other pancake on top and repeat. I'm gonna press it down a little bit. So we're gonna do a little bit of yogurt, a little healthy snack. Could be a nice little breakfast. We'll kind of smooth that out a little bit for you. And again, remember these pancakes are 2 ingredients, only egg and banana, 1 and 1. All right, then we're gonna put the blueberries in there like a little glue. And then the last one on top. Thank you for the badges, y'all. We're at 23,000 likes. Let's see if we can get to 23.5. Uh-oh, we lost a blueberry. Man down. Or this could be strawberries or whatever berry you like. Hold on, let me put this down. Since these are delicate. All right, so that's done. Remove this. Muffin's done. 5 minutes on the loaf. Thank you, whoever said set the timer. Okay. I don't know if I want to do, let's see. I'm going to move it forward. Let's see if she does another layer of yogurt. All right. So you'll see how she does hers.
With some blueberries. So what I'm going to do is I put like the big
lemon yogurt. Oh, hold on.
Like so.
I got excited. I have some lemon curd.
Then I've got a little bit of low-fat natural yogurt.
Low-fat natural yogurt.
A little bit in there. Okay, so really healthy ingredients. So
that'd be a nice filling breakfast.
Then what I'm going to do now is put on mix it.
So she does a triple stack too.
One more blueberry in there. Then again, let's pop on. In fact, actually, what we're going to do this time. We're going to just put on a little
yogurt. Yes, what else would y'all top it with? Nuts.
Delicious. This looks amazing. Okay. And then let's do that with some of those blueberries.
I just want to see how she does the
Line
top.
those up, all down the sides, like so. Okay. And
Thank you all so much.
blueberries are
Let's see if we can get to 24,000 likes. We're almost there.
Then on goes the top. And what I like to do is put a little
The top.
tiny.
Okay, we're gonna put teeny tiny on top.
So,
Okay.
then the blueberry.
Okay, a little
sits in
blueberry.
there. Then the best bit is this. Now, this is I bought this, but this is you could just put in a blender. You could put
Okay.
some blueberries.
All right, so the last bit, and it's actually holding pretty well together. She puts a little dollop of the yogurt on top and a blueberry. She does one, but y'all know we can't do that. Team Greedy over here. We'll put these around as a garnish. She has this, like, of course, probably authentic, homemade
Right, let's just check the lid is on.
blueberry
This is blueberry puree.
blueberry puree. Of course, you're gonna make this yourself.
On goes the magic, and just Delicious.
Okay, so let's try it. Thank you all so much for 24,500 likes. We're almost done. Let's see if we can get to 25,000. So you can go to your local farmer's market, or this is what I have. Walden Farms, and this is a 0-calorie syrup, okay? So if you want to keep it healthy, no fat, no sugar, no nothing. I don't know what's in here, just air. But we have some blueberry syrup, and they have regular pancake syrup too. All right, let me get everything ready because I want to take a picture while it's still intact. Hold up, y'all. Y'all know how we do. All right. So I'm going to let me get the camera ready. And then we'll get our other stuff out, and then we'll be done. And I'm still going to eat this one. Don't think. All right. All right, so this is ready. We're going to pour your blueberry puree all over. 0 calorie, so it's good. And then I'm going to take, I should have used a white plate. I'm going to take the extra blueberries. I'm really surprised how the yogurt is holding up. I think if it were whipped cream. You love the cabinets? I do have homemade lemon curd, y'all. I made that with some condensed milk and lemon juice, and it was coconut milk. Let me get a good cross section of this. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I have never had this before. I just thought this would be fun to try. Oh my word. Y'all, wait till you see these. Wait till you see. Mama. All right. Okay. Whew, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Oh, thank you all so much for the badges. We're at 26,000 likes, y'all. You like it? All right, let's get in here and let's give it a try. So this is a bonus. You get this one for free. 2 ingredient pancakes, 1 banana and 1 egg. That's it. And that made 3 real and 1 struggle pancake. All right, we're still gonna eat it. Cook your pancakes. You added a little bit of baking powder, and then in between we have Greek yogurt and blueberries. I'm so excited. All right, let's try. 30 seconds on our Hawaiian banana bread. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited, y'all. I see why she calls this a princess pancake. It is very elegant, and it makes you almost want to see if I can get a nice cross section for y'all. It's kind of yogurty. Maybe I did a little extra, but let's go in. Look, it's so good, but it's a lot. There's banana, there's blueberry, there's syrup. It's a lot of flavors going on. There's yogurt. I love it. I would probably do this. That lemon, let me put my, okay, off. I'm coming to get you. I made some struggle lemon curd. Now look, I put some yellow food coloring in it. It looks like mustard. Shout out to Mustard Queen. It's condensed milk and lemon juice. I'm just gonna put a dollop of that on here because it's very sweet, even though we didn't add any sugar. I'm just gonna put a dollop of that in there and see how we like it. With the blueberries. Yes! That's what I needed! I needed that bite. I needed that citrus. Because without it, it's excellent. It's like a 9.9. But it's sweet on creamy. One more for good measure. Woo! Look. Okay, this is big activity. Stop. All right. We have that. Let's get our piece de resistance. Let's clear this off. Let me get, oh, focus. Okay, hold up. Let's get the muffins. Because I want that cooling rack. And we are done. I'm coming to get you. All right. So these were the Hawaiian muffins that we made in the oven. Our Texas big Hawaiian muffins made with pineapple, Hawaiian banana bread. So I'll open up one of these for you. And I'll get a picture of those. We made one loaf, which is done. I'm gonna put that on the cooling rack. I'm just gonna move this behind me until we clean up. But they look good. All right, then we had, let me move the skillet. All right, let us get out our loaf. It's been in here for an hour. Oh my gosh. Y'all, this looks beautiful and I'm not a baker. You know, I want to stop the show and eat that right now. It is that good. All right. So this is supposed to cool. Let me get a picture of it, but I'll let you all see. Careful. This is our Hawaiian banana nut bread. I don't know if you can see the pecans or whatever we put in there. So it's supposed to cool for like another 10 minutes. Let me take a picture of it. And I kind of made it big. I'll have to like post it and we'll do the muffin because the muffin is the exact same one. All right, so let me get a picture. We gotta get a picture of everything. All right, so that's looking good. One with the flash. All right, so let's bring everything over. We have our Hawaiian banana bread muffins. I'm like, Susie, homemaker today, we're cooking everything. And y'all, this was just, banana was the star of the show. Let me just move this so we have space. All right, these were our air fryer. Oat flourless with chocolate chunk muffins. Let me get the struggle pancake out of the way. I shouldn't have eaten it, but whatever. We'll just take a picture from this side. All right. This was our princess pancake. That's what she calls it. All right. So let's take a picture and a video of everything. I'll taste the Hawaiian and then I'll let you all go. Again, this has been an epic stream. Always a struggle stream. We're at 29,000 likes. Let's see if we can get to 30,000 before we wrap up. So thank you all so much. Again, remember, Food Talk TV is going to be live in Dallas, Texas. I will be there for Grub Match. It's going to be, hold on, let me take the pictures. I can't focus. It's going to be next Saturday, so a week from tomorrow, May 17th. I will be making McMaggie's for everybody there. Thank you, Food Talk, for bringing me out. And let me do a quick video. I think I got a picture of everything separate. Hold on. Let's get our chocolate muffins. You all will see these on my page. Oh my God. On the Food Talk TV page. Oh my word. Okay, and then the video. All right, so we have our Hawaiian bread loaf. We have our Hawaiian banana bread muffins. We have our chocolate chunk banana oat muffins and our 2-ingredient banana pancakes. All right. All right, everybody. So I think I need to leave this. I'm just going to let it rock. But we made it. We'll give that away. All right. So as not to be too greedy, I'm going to take one of the muffins, the smallest one. You know I want this one, but I'm going to be good. Greedy. All right. Let me open it up. We're going to cut into it so you all can see. We're going to taste the Hawaiian bread, Hawaiian banana bread. These were made in the oven. Oh my gosh, you can you see the chunk of pineapple in there? All right. So I'm just gonna break the bread open for you. I don't want it to crack. Okay. Oh my gosh, can y'all see that chunk of pineapple? And I'm not even a pineapple lover. But we're gonna taste it. See the little banana in there? All right, so these are supposed to be really moist and really tasty. All right, proper bread etiquette. You don't take anything away from your mouth. You actually take a bite-sized piece that you can consume. All right, let's try it. I'm telling you, I almost got canceled. Y'all, if this is not the most moist banana bread, I got some peanut butter and some honey to put on it. All right, let me go embarrass myself alone. Again, this was the Hawaiian banana bread. These muffins are so moist. They've got little chunks of banana. That's the secret ingredient. That's what makes them Hawaiian. Thank you all so much for rocking with me on this epic stream. The top is kind of crusty, but the inside, I don't eat flour. I don't eat anything. So you know when it hits you, it's like, all right, we got to give these away. I got to find somebody to take these to. Marcus will be here tonight. Okay, anyway, thank you all so much. Make sure you are subscribed to Food Talk TV. The recipe is on foodtalktv.com. Ooh, peanut butter and honey. Don't threaten me with a good time. Hold on. I thought you'd never ask. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're gonna use the same muffin. We're gonna see what happens. I get excited. I start moving fast, about to knock stuff over. We're gonna use the natural peanut butter for health purposes. I was gonna make some more of that peanut butter soup. Y'all remember my mom's peanut butter soup? That was a struggle, epic struggle stream. Y'all, this by itself is so good. Don't bake, don't make it unless you have somebody to give it away to. Because this right here, not gonna be no good. Try the chocolate one. Okay, Angela, if you insist, I'm gonna get this struggle one. So this one was the one with oats. So this one is no flour. You see how that chocolate is melting on there? Oh yeah, oh yeah. I feel my blood pressure or blood sugar or something rising. All right, let's get in here for y'all. So this one is supposed to be healthier, not as sweet. And you can tell already it's not as moist. In all seriousness, this is the one without flour. And this is the other one. So you can see it's a little bit drier. So maybe it's healthier. I probably should have pushed the chocolate chunks more inside so they get in there, but let's taste it. This needs peanut butter and honey. Now, if you don't like overly sweet, I got a sweet tooth. That's why I got to stop. This is really good. It tastes healthy. You can tell it's got the oats in there. This is more of like whole grain bread. And this is more like baguette bread with butter and olive oil. Okay, focus, Maggie. Let's get a little peanut butter. I'm using the natural peanut butter. And some honey. Lord of mercy. And this is me without sugar. Woo! Okay. So we're going to start with the chocolate one, the healthy one. We're just going to go with a little bit of natural peanut butter. Oh, I'm supposed to stir it. Y'all know this. Anyway, yeah, let's put some honey on it. See if it comes alive a little bit. Okay, on its own, 7.5, 8 out of 10. Very healthy. If you don't like sweet, this is a 9 out of 10 for you. And we added the chocolate. With a topping like peanut butter and honey, this is actually really good because it's not sweet. So it's a great vehicle for the other stuff, all right? Mimi says, where can you get the recipes? The Hawaiian, y'all, I'm feeling myself getting the Hawaiian banana bread is on foodtalktv.com along with all of my recipes. We just found the Hungry Happens oat recipe, and this one is Stella Drivis, hungryhappens.net, and this one was Lucy Wyndham Reed. I'll send them to Food Talk TV if you want them, and we'll add our little spin to them. All right, last one. I want to take this loaf out, y'all. Can I take it out, or does it need to cool some more? I want you to see what we did. Can I take it out? Bakers tell me, do I need to cool it in the pan? Because I want to see the whole loaf. Y'all know I don't know. We're figuring it out as we go over here. Or can I take it out? Can I use a knife on the side and get it out? All right. Peanut butter and honey. I'm excited already. This is the Hawaiian. Oh my Lord. I'm going to cola pass. Okay. 10.5 out of 10 if you like sweet. It is very sweet. Oh, I can take it out. Ooh. Y'all, I have impressed myself. Welcome to Maggie's Bakery Shop. Come get these muffins. You cannot leave me. So do I just turn it upside down? I'm scared. I do have the parchment in there. I'm nervous, y'all. I don't know what to do. I don't want to mess it up. My first banana bread. Hawaiian banana bread. Okay, we sprayed it and we have parchment. It's still a little warm. Amazing. All right, I'm nervous. This is like flipping the pancake on steroids because I got to commit. So do I just, oh dear, take it out, take it out, take it out. Okay, okay, okay. I'm going to turn it on its side. Please don't break. Please don't fall apart. We got a picture of it, okay? Okay, it's coming out of the, okay, it's still intact. I'm nervous, y'all. I'm really nervous. Okay. I want it to come in my hand. I don't want it to, like, break. Okay, hold up. Papa, can you hear me? Papa, can you see me? Okay, hold up. We did it, y'all. I feel like a kid at Sunday school with an art project. We did it, y'all. Mommy, look what I made. Look what I made, y'all. Okay. I'm scared to take it out of the bottom. I just wanted y'all to see from the side. And I'm going to give this away, so I'm not going to cut it, but I'm going to wrap it up. It smells incredible. It's warm. Y'all, we made banana bread, Hawaiian banana bread. Shut the front door. You can't tell me nothing now. I made banana bread, and it is so good. So this would be a wonderful gift. It's Mother's Day this weekend. Yes, this weekend. Make this for your mom or the mother figure in your life, and then give these to the kids. I feel my blood sugar rising, so we're going to end. I'm coming out of my apron. Now let it cool on the rack. Perfect. Okay, so we got this. Let me take one more picture with it out of the rack. Oh, it's 7 o'clock. Let me go. Somebody else is supposed to go live. So y'all can roll. They see me rolling. I'm baking. I'm making Hawaiian banana bread. They see me. See what happens? See what happens when I have sugar? And I teach elegance classes too. Can't tell. OMG. I am very, very happy. Okay, So thank you all so much. Again, this has been the Hawaiian banana bread. I'll go through it really quickly. Dry ingredients: 3 cups flour, 2 cups sugar, 1 cup pecans, 1 teaspoon baking soda, 1 teaspoon salt, 1 teaspoon cinnamon. Big bowl, mix it up. Separate bowl, 3 eggs, beat them up. 2 cups mashed banana, 1.5 cups vegetable oil, 1 cup crushed pineapple, drained, 2 teaspoons vanilla. Mix up the wet. Mix the wet and the dry. It makes 2 loaves or 5 mini loaves. Oh, you said leave the paper. Okay. We'll just wrap it like that. And after an hour, you have this beauty. So you already know what it looks like inside. So we're going to let everything cool. And I will not see you all next Friday because I will be traveling. So I'm going to miss you all next Friday. But I'm planning a late night stream when I'm in Dallas Saturday night, going to a wedding Friday. Saturday night, I'll be in Dallas for Grub Match, and I will be making the McMaggies for Kaz and the whole team. So if you like breakfast food, if you want more maple syrup and butter, I'll be making those. So thank you all so much. This was so much fun. I didn't know how any of this was going to turn out, but we did it. I got a healthy version for y'all, and we got a dessert version. All right, so let's give these away and clean up. And our real food, come on now. All right, thank you all so much, TikTok. We are at 36,000 likes. Let's see if you can tap on your way out. Let's see if we can get to 37,000. Yeah, drink a lot of water to lower your sugar. I know. I'm your substitute teacher because I cook with and eat sugar substitutes, dairy substitutes, and gluten substitutes. So we're cooking for others today. When I cook for others, I give them the full flavor ingredients, but I'm a taster, clearly. And so I can feel it already. All right. Thank you all so much. Can't wait. Thank you all for the badges. Thank you all for all of the support. Make sure you're subscribed to Food Talk TV, and I'll see you all very soon. Stay tuned. Saturday for Grub Match. All right. There we go. Bye, everyone. Okay. Ooh, y'all, we did it. Brandon L. Jet. Look at you coming through. I don't even know if he's still here. With the $50. Y'all know I'm supposed to be exclusive on TikTok when I'm cooking for them. But thank you if you're still here. No comment, no question, just the pure love of the snacks. Let me know if you want me to make you a Hawaiian banana bread. I still have a whole half a can left. But y'all, this makes a lot. And this is so good. Y'all would eat this. Looks great. Oh, thank you, Erin. Look, I know, 2 hours. The cracks on top. Pour some butter. Pour some butter on me. But this recipe has like vegetable oil. It's so moist, and the pineapple. Y'all, I'm being so bad. This we're giving away. I'll eat the struggle pancake. These we're giving away. All right. So if I missed you all, I'm going to have another bite with the peanut butter and honey. I'm going to scroll back through the comments. If I missed you all, I'm going to come back through and see if you had any questions. But thank you, Brandon. One of my day ones. Y'all looking at this struggle pancake. Let's see what you all had to say. I think if I put butter on it, it would just be Peanut butter got the roof of my mouth. So good. Yeah, y'all would eat this. Looks delicious. Dear Laura's looking. Yeah, 21,000. So Food Talk TV is a channel on TikTok, and they reached out to me to procure me exclusively on Fridays. But I told them, you know, I want to make sure my other audience gets to see everything. So they just want me to engage over there. But I'll always share with y'all what I'm doing. Y'all see me eating this? Jürgen likes it. Good evening. Yes, thank you. Brandon, I can't thank you enough. I just made an epic fail recipe with the KitchenAid. Kitschy. I'll post it. That's where the lemon curd came from. Y'all, this is so good. Erin Laura says, hello, Lonnie. Almond flour is a decent substitute for wheat flour. If you don't have pecans, the almond flour will bring a nutty flavor. Great point. Happy Friday, Brandon. Thank you. Thank you for everything. Your team maple syrup. I know, Erin Laura, we know you. Shout out to Vermont, Canada, wherever. Bert's here for the cakes. Shout out to the Big Bag Texas muffins, y'all. This is why I started streaming only twice a week now, because I was eating every day. I don't need to be eating like this every day. What's going on with this apron? I'm all jacked up. I got to get this right. What are you making? We made Hawaiian banana bread and muffins and chocolate banana bread. Christina says it sounds delicious. Thank you. Thank you, Leslie. Use my heart. I know, right? And yeah, we didn't even do all the sugar. Oh, we got our first comment from Twitter, now X. I think this is our first, so thank you, Cynthia. I'm so sorry if I missed this. She said, hey, Maggie, I'm watching you on X. I'm taking a break from Facebook. I do stream to Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. Woo, I can feel my sugar. Woo, woo, woo. Gotta hydrate. Thank you. Thank you, Vonnie. Thank you, Trisha. Everybody coming through. You're making a smoothie? Absolutely. Y'all are talking to each other. Okay, so let's see. Tomorrow with Lucy. No stream tomorrow. Lucy and I are getting ready to travel. You all know about the finishing school. My Lee is getting married. And so I have the ballet tomorrow, and then Lucy's going to be flying out, and then I'm going to be flying out. So a lot of travel coming up, y'all. I'm going to be in Boston. And then from Boston, Food Talk TV is flying me to Dallas. Y'all, this year, we got Boston, Dallas. Then my international trip this year, I'm going to China. Then after China, I'm going to London for Royal Ascot. Then after London, we got the Maggie Meetup Cruise. That's in Miami to the Bahamas. Y'all can still go to teachablemomentswithmaggie.com to join us. I think it's only $200 to save your room if you want to join us. I don't see the thumbnail. And then Ghana after Christmas. So a lot of travel coming up the second half of the year. That's why I've been cutting back on these snacks. All right, let me see if there's anything on Instagram. Then I'm going to let y'all go. Yeah, we did 2 hours tonight. I wasn't planning on it, but the problem with baking is you need an hour for it to bake. So I had to come up with other stuff to do. My mom brought over these, hello, Angel. My mom brought over these ripe bananas, and I was like, all right, let's do it. So yeah, busy. But I take y'all with me. Shout out to Vermont. Shout out to Canada. Yeah. But I take you all with me. I'll still be posting something every day so you all can see what I'm up to. And so no stream tomorrow. No stream Sunday. The next stream will be Monday, Cooking with Aisha. And we'll probably make something for the Marines or whatever. But yeah, this is fun, y'all. I had a lot of fun. All right, I need to lay down. All right, everybody. And Brandon, BLJ. Shout out to BLJ with the $50 super chat coming in with the heavy hands, our stream sponsor. Day one, founding father of the finishing school. So generous. You all are so generous with me and just everything that you do to turn my little passion project into a hobby. And I am so incredibly grateful. Incredibly grateful. All right, let me go. Got a lot to clean up. Thank you, Tweet. Oh, hey, Bill. Good to see you. We're wrapping up. I'll see you all Monday. All right. Thank you all so much over here. Great stream. Yes. Have a good night, everybody. Happy Friday.